How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. Narcissists are actually warlocks. That's the title of this video. Narcissists in many ways can be compared to warlocks. Those are individuals who possess a deep and often troubling ability to manipulate, control, and dominate the people around them. Warlocks in myth and legend are known for wielding dark and mysterious powers, typically with a heavy reliance on manipulation, deceit, and self-interest. Likewise, narcissists operate from a position of self-centeredness and often an insatiable desire for power and admiration. At the core of both narcissists and warlocks is a fundamental need to control others. Just as a warlock casts spells to bend others to their will, a narcissist uses charm, manipulation, and psychological tactics to draw people into their orbit. They thrive off the energy and attention of others, much like a warlock draws power from arcane rituals or sacrifices. For a narcissist, the validation and admiration of others are the fuel that keeps their sense of superiority and importance alive. One way in which narcissists resemble warlocks is through their use of illusion. Warlocks can create false realities, weaving webs of deceit to make others believe in their power of grandeur. Narcissists too build a persona that is carefully constructed to mislead those around them. They present an image of themselves that is often far more perfect or desirable than the reality, drawing people in with their charm and magnetism. Narcissists, much like warlocks, have a tendency to use people for their own gain, discarding them once they have outlived their usefulness. This throw-away mentality is characteristic of both figures who see others not as autonomous individuals but as tools to serve their own needs. Once the narcissist has drained a person's energy, whether it be emotional, financial, or psychological, they discard them, much like a warlock might sacrifice or cast away a familiar that no longer serves their dark purpose. The grandiosity that narcissists exude parallels the arrogance and sense of superiority often attributed to warlocks in mythology. A warlock believes in their unique and supreme abilities, just as a narcissist holds an inflated view of their own self-worth. This belief in their own exceptionalism leads both figures to believe that they are above the rules or norms that govern others. In their eyes, they are untouchable, exempt from criticism or failure. Additionally, narcissists, like warlocks, often rely on manipulation and gaslighting to maintain control of others, just as a warlock may use their arcane knowledge to cloud a victim's mind or twist their perception of reality. Narcissists use gaslighting to distort truth and create confusion. This tactic is designed to erode the victim's sense of self, making them dependent on the narcissist for validation and a sense of direction. Another key similarity lies in the way both narcissists and warlocks play the long game. Warlocks often engage in complex rituals or make strategic alliances to further their goals, and narcissists also tend to plan their relationships and interactions with a calculated focus on their own benefit. They will maintain a facade of care or affection until they've secured the necessary control or admiration they seek, after which they may reveal their true, more manipulative selves. The emotional impact on others is another common thread between narcissists and warlocks. The people who fall under their sway often experience confusion, self-doubt, and emotional exhaustion. A warlock's power may be invisible, but its effects are deeply felt, much like the way a narcissist's behavior can leave lasting scars on a person's psyche. Narcissists often wear down their victims, leaving them in a state of psychological vulnerability, much like someone cast by a warlock spell. In some cases, narcissists exhibit traits that resemble dark sorcery, using their charisma to control people with promises of power, beauty, or status. Like warlocks who use enchantments to create desire or fear, narcissists can make others believe they're special, superior, or entitled to something they would not otherwise have access to. This illusion of grandeur and privilege fuels the narcissist's power over their followers or victims. The path of the narcissist is often marked by the deliberate destruction of others in order to rise above them. Similarly, warlocks are often depicted as ruthlessly eliminating anyone who poses a threat to their power or who no longer serves their needs. This destruction may not always be physical, but the emotional or social damage they inflict can be just as devastating. Narcissists, like warlocks, often cloak themselves in mystery or obscurity, making it difficult for others to understand their true motives. Just as a warlock might shroud their true intentions behind veils of secrecy or enchantments, narcissists hide their real goals behind a mask of charm, kindness, or generosity. This mask makes it difficult for their victims to discern the true nature of the narcissist's behavior until it's too late. Another trait both narcissists and warlocks share is a tendency to surround themselves with sycophants, people who affirm their superiority and offer unwavering loyalty. Just as a warlock may rely on a coven or a group of followers to provide strength or perform rituals, a narcissist thrives when they have a support system that reinforces their delusions of grandeur. These sycophants often serve as a shield, deflecting criticism and helping the narcissist maintain their facade. Warlocks and narcissists alike operate in a world where the rules don't apply to them. The typical constraints of morality, ethics, or even basic decency are seen as irrelevant to their desires. Just as a warlock might break taboos or engage in forbidden practices to achieve their ends, a narcissist is willing to disregard social norms or emotional boundaries in pursuit of their own needs. Narcissists, like warlocks, can also be highly manipulative in their romantic relationships. A warlock might use spells to seduce or ensnare a lover, drawing them into a toxic dynamic. Narcissists, in a similar way, often create intense, consuming relationships in which their partner feels powerless to break free. The narcissist may shower their partner with affection at first, only to later withdraw it, creating a cycle of longing and dependence that keeps the partner bound to them. Narcissists also share the warlock's ability to create a sense of dependence in others. A warlock often has the power to ensnare a person's soul or will through dark magic, and narcissists achieve a similar effect through their manipulation. They chip away at their victim's sense of self-worth until the victim believes they can't survive without the narcissist's approval, much like someone bound by the magic of a warlock. In some cases, narcissists will even go so far as to isolate their victims from friends, family, and other sources of support, mirroring how a warlock might isolate a follower or apprentice to fully exert their control. The isolation leaves the victim vulnerable and dependent on the narcissist for validation and survival, creating a toxic, codependent relationship that is hard to break. Both narcissists and warlocks are often able to mask their true nature for long periods, which makes them dangerous and difficult to deal with. It is only once the victim becomes too deep in the web of manipulation that the reality of the narcissist's true behaviors comes to light. This gradual revelation is akin to the slow unveiling of a warlock's intentions, where the victim only realizes the full extent of their power and control when it is almost too late. Another aspect that narcissists share with warlocks is their tendency to project an image of invincibility. Just as a warlock might appear all-powerful or omnipotent, a narcissist often conveys an illusion of being unstoppable, perfect, or beyond reproach. This sense of invulnerability is often part of the charm that draws people in and keeps them hooked, believing that they are in the presence of someone extraordinary. The power dynamics at play in relationships with narcissists are similar to those that exist between a warlock and their followers or victims. In both cases, the narcissist or warlock holds the upper hand, exerting influence and control over others in a way that is not always immediately obvious. The victim, caught in the spell of their power, struggles to break free even as they become more and more entangled in their web of manipulation. Just as warlocks often rely on secrecy and rituals to maintain their power, narcissists also thrive on keeping others in the dark. They will often lie, mislead, or create elaborate stories to maintain an illusion of their superiority and control. The narcissist's ability to fabricate reality is a powerful tool in keeping their victims under control and preventing them from seeing the truth. In conclusion, narcissists share many traits with warlocks: manipulation, control, illusion, and a sense of superiority. Their behavior can often feel magical in its ability to ensnare others. Unlike warlocks, narcissists can cause deep psychological harm to those who fall prey to their influence. The comparison may be a bit fantastical, but the psychological and emotional consequences are very real. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Thank you.